We are now in the second cycle of the DANUrB Plus program. The first started in 2017 and DANUrB Plus started in 2020, which wasn't a very good year for participating projects to start. And actually we are working with shrinking cities and cities around the borders along the Danube. But what is DANUrB? DANUrB is an acronym for Danube Urban Brand. And we would like to connect the communities along the Danube River, and our goal is mainly to facilitate local collaborations and create useful developments and cultural and touristic developments with them. In this program there are 6 countries, 19 projects, and we are working with 26 towns. As you see, it's a huge project. And the Technical University of Budapest is the lead partner, and KÉK is actually the second biggest partner because we are responsible to educate and coordinate our other partners how to participate with the locals and how to create projects with them together. Our goals are mainly, our main goal is to create a cultural promenade around the Danube. We really would like to support communities to be able to implement their plans in the local towns, and we would like to improve the quality of life and the tourism in these towns. But how do we do this? Well, first we bring the experts, the project ideas, but actually the locals are those who are implementing the projects. We are just helping them to do so. And we bring also some resources, but these are small-scale projects. First, before we start to create contact with them, we do the stakeholder mapping. We try to find not all the stakeholders, but the active ones who are able to collaborate with us. And we are using kind of a snowballing method, so we are always finding more and more connections once we try to create contact with them. And after we do the stakeholder meetings where we are looking for the local programs and possibilities, and after we identify these, we find out what are the projects that we would like to implement together. So we always choose jointly what to do. It's not us who decide what should we do there. It's actually the locals, and we just help them to implement their projects. It can be also an existing one, which we help to improve. And yeah, here we can see one of the pictures of our implemented projects, but I will tell you about it later more. And they are also not just bringing the ideas and the plans, but they are also participating in actual creation. Yeah, sorry. And as you can see, we have a very diverse projects. So from university research to filmmaking to quality label, but there are many placemaking projects. We look at placemaking as a tool to reach our goals. So now I brought you some of our placemaking projects which are, I think, really successful. One of our most successful placemaking projects are building camps. We design it together with architect students. The students, we connect with the locals, so they make plans which are reflecting on the local needs. And when we go there, the community comes together, and it really makes an impact. This is one of our projects from last year. We connected the 2 banks of the Danube between Slovakia and Hungary, and on the opening everybody was there, even cyclists. And this was open for 1 day, and after we unbuilt the bridge, and from the wood we created 6 small installations, which was designed by the students during the semester. And this is one of them, this swing, but there was 5 more, and really the whole town come together at Sob. We were also collaborating here with VAJO, but we collaborating at DANUrB with VAJO in many other projects as well. Our biggest festival is DANUrB Days, which we try to implement as many towns along the Danube as possible. We are thematizing here cultural and heritage topics in the language of the local people. Here you can see one of the longest existing DANUrB Days festival in the Sziget regions. This year this will be made for the 5th time, and now the locals are organizing by themselves. We just help them a bit, but it became a tradition actually. This one will be a new festival. It will be implemented the first time this year. It's in DANUrB, which was built during the socialism, and we find out that the biggest problem for them is that their identity is only connected to the socialism era, which is very difficult for them. So we will close down the Ironwork street and we will do the festival there. And we have educational programs. We have a kind of strict guidelines for the partners what they should do in an educational program. It should last at least for 3 months, and it should be focused on knowledge and heritage transfer between generations in a contemporary way. Here you can see one of the educational programs. It was made actually by Vicky, who presented just before, and they collected the stories of SOP and with the locals together, and they designed these concrete boards, and they created an educational trail in the city from that. And the other one which I wanted to show you, it's in Esztergom, and this is a schoolyard development project with wood industrial technician school students, school pupils actually. And the students are not able to design usually, they just learn how to work with wood, but now they have a chance to make a knowledge transfer with architect students, and architect students can also learn from them. So, and here they can use their own professional to create their own schoolyard. So thank you very much. I hope it was inspirational. It's really a huge project, so it's very difficult to show such a running project in such a short way. But you can see more on our website and Facebook page. Thank you.